and we will be talking about the Philippine National Flag. So, the Filipinos had no flag before 1896 revolution. The Katipunan generals designed different flags to signify the unit or battalion where they belong. But so these are the flags of the Katipunan, but this is not the Philippine flag. These are just flags to signify the unit or battalion where they belong. So during that time, it was Emilio Aguinaldo, the president. So General Emilio Aguinaldo, who was the general at that time, aspired to establish a new nation to be signified by a flag and an anthem during the second phase of the Philippine Revolution. So he himself made the sketch of the flag that he submitted to Doña Marcela Agoncillo, who was then living at 535 Morrison Hill Road in Hong Kong. Because during that time, they went in there because of the revolution in the Philippines. So in sewing the flag, she was assisted by her daughter Lorenza and by Delfina Herbosa Natividad. I think she's uh, Rizal's niece. After 5 days of hard work, the flag was delivered to Aguinaldo, who went back to the Philippines on the 17th of May, 1898, through SS McCullough. So the flag described by the maker herself. So this is the original flag. It's made from fine silk with white triangle at the left, containing a sunburst with 8 rays at the center, with 5 pointed star at each angle of the triangle, an upper stripe of dark blue, and a lower stripe of red. So this is the symbolization. The white triangle stood for the Filipinos' hope for equality. The blue color stood for peace, truth, and justice. The red stood for patriotism and valor. The sunburst of 8 rays represented the first 8 provinces to take up arms against Spain, and the 3 stars symbolized Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So did you know that the Philippine flag was banned? So that was during when the American took over the Philippines in 1898. There was mutual distrust among the Filipinos and Americans. And so they enacted the flag law of 1907 that forbade the Filipinos to use or display the Philippine flag anywhere, even inside the Filipino homes. So the Filipinos responded with bitter protests as they saw the flag law as a violation of the fundamental principle of free expression. So that was in 1907. In 1919, so that's how many years afterwards? It's like 12 years after, Senator Rafael Palma sponsored the Senate Bill Number 1, which repeals the flag law of 1907 following Governor General Francis Harrison's recommendation that the law should be repealed since the distrust between the Filipinos and the Americans no longer exists. In October 24th, 1919, Act Number 2871 was approved and signed by General Harrison. Thus, the flag law was repealed. So now let's go to the issues. We know that the sunbursts of 8 rays represented the first 8 provinces to take up arms against Spain. Now, they want the inclusion of the ninth ray or crescent in the flag. So it was Representative Sultan Omar Dianalan. Oops. in 1970s. He is the first district of Lanao del Sur, and he sponsored the House Bill number 7725, petitioned for the addition of the ninth ray in the rays of the sun in the Philippine flag to symbolize the Muslims and the cultural minorities who fought the Spaniards and waged war against them. But with the historians headed by Teodoro Agoncillo, they singled out that when Aguinaldo himself designed the flag, he had in his mind the eight provinces which rise in arms against Spain during the Philippine Revolution, namely Manila or Rizal, Cavite, Tarlac, Batangas, Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, Laguna, and Bulacan. He also pointed out that one of the three stars in the flag already represents the Muslim and the Muslim lands. Now, another issue of the Philippine flag, the blue color of the flag. So the issue was raised as early as mid-1970s until the mid-1980s. Through the studies, it appeared that the conflict in the shades of blue might have resulted from the alleged hasty preparations of the flag that was used to the flag for the Flag Day of March 26, 1920, following the repeal of the flag law. So after the flag law, they had the Flag Day on March 26, 1920, and the flag there has a different shade of blue. And this was the reason. The quartermaster was said to have run out of light blue cloth and used dark blue instead, similar to the one used for the American flag. Specification of the blue color of the original flag through documented interview. So what really is the right color of the flag? So according to Chidoro Agoncillo, from his interview with Emilio Aguinaldo before his death, Aguinaldo specified that the blue color of the flag is bughaw. So it's neither azul oscuro nor azul marino. And in Juan Luna's painting of the flag on May 21, 1899, in monograph, illustrated the flag in China blue and not in navy blue. So there are many shades of blue. According to Mariano Ponce in his letter to Ferdinand Blumentritt, described the blue color of the flag as blue as the sky, symbolizing hope. And it complemented by Salvador Vivencio del Rosario's in his article La Bandera de la Patria, published on October 1899, where he stated that the flag color was color celeste, or color of the sky. So that is very vague because the color of the sky differs every day, right? It's not just sometimes it's dark blue, sometimes it's light blue. It's not so specific. In 1943, the Philippine flag wore a bright royal blue during the inauguration of the Japanese-sponsored republic. That was Laurel. Numerous personalities maintain that the color of the flag is navy blue or dark blue. The daughter of the flag maker, also named Marcela Agoncillo, believed that it was not sky blue or light blue, but dark blue. And she also argued that if there was an error in the color of the flag, why did Aguinaldo never question it during his lifetime? So it was dark blue. So Arturo Tolentino raised that the flag that was used and adopted by the 1935 and the 1973 Constitution, which was consecrated and honored by the people. So it should be that color. And the change of its color or shade is a violation of the law. So what Marcos did, he issued an executive order 1010, which changed dark blue to a lighter shade, lighter than navy blue, but darker than the sky blue or azure, which is the basis of the true shade of blue in the Philippine flag. So this is now the official color. It's just to eliminate the confusion. Now the question is, where is the original flag? Aguinaldo, in his letter to Captain Baja, dated 11th of June 1925, Aguinaldo mentioned that in their northward retreat during the Filipino-American War, the original flag was lost somewhere in Tayong, Pangasinan. Some people believed that the original flag that was hoisted during the proclamation of the independence on 12th of June 1898 was the one stored in the Aguinaldo Museum at Baguio City. So that was the one. It cannot be denied that the said flag was authentic and a contemporary of the original flag, but experts found out that its material was made of combined silk and cotton fabric, not fine silk, as stated by the flag maker herself in Philippine Herald, published in October 1929. So the Philippine Herald is a newspaper, so it is a primary source. So when they were looking for the original flag, they were doing their research. And again, this is a primary source. So yeah, that they said it's original, but not the really the original flag. There were also reports that the first original flag of the Philippines was returned in July 1957 by the U.S. Ambassador Charles E. Bolin. So up to now, we don't know the whereabouts of the flag. Very recently, American War Commission Public Relations Director Rudy Asercion noticed a Philippine flag in an American trophy room of the San Francisco War Memorial Building. So, at San Francisco War Memorial Building, the flag was made of fine silk, so it's the same as our original. It has 12 rays, but the original only has 8 rays. It's It has 6 pointed stars. The original have only 5 pointed stars. Painted sun and stars. And the original one were sewn by hand. And printed blue field with a floral design. The original flag is just plain blue field. So while the flag was proven to be authentic, the one in San Francisco War Memorial Building, and was really used during the Filipino-American War. It is definitely not the original Philippine flag of 1898. So until today, the whereabouts of the original flag of 1898 remains a mystery. So where is it now? We do not know yet. The Philippine National Flag is the unifying symbol of all Filipinos. And this is the same flag that the revolutionaries served in the war and in peace. Every year, the Filipino people celebrate the Flag Day to pay respect to the existing Philippine flag. The Philippine flag symbolizes the Filipinos as one nation and as a people. So thank you, and please proceed to our next video.